how about a quick van update for ya? First thing I did was patch some of these extraneous holes. This way I'd have as little leaking as possible. Another thing that I've done, which might be totally unnecessary, is I've put a bead of silicone underneath this doorstop. What I noticed when the doors were closed is water seems to still be getting in through here, so I'm hoping that'll protect the bottom. I doubt it'll make much of a difference. Water seems to find a way no matter what, but at least for my own peace of mind, I did add a little extra reinforcement there. Alright, just finished cutting the first piece. I've gone a little bit thicker than that 1/4 inch that I initially used. I'm really hoping that this adds a little more stability to the floor, allows me to build on top much easier without as much flex. I'm going to be gluing in my indoor-outdoor carpet. I'm going gray this time since I think it looks just a little bit better with the tan interior. Black just wasn't really working. And then I'm going to measure. I'm basically going to take this, put this on the plastic, and it'll give me a good measurement as far as like how much overlap I need. Work smarter, not harder. It fits nicely. It's real nicely. All I have to do now is basically measure, cut out for this light, but let's see. Wedged in there, it's real nice. I'll be able to just bolt that right in. And there we go. The ceiling is completely up. Okay, so it's been quite a process and a lot of work on this van so far. Hopefully it's pretty obvious what I've done. I've put in a new floor. This uses a thicker board. So there's way less flexibility. Covered it in an indoor-outdoor carpet. Got little transition pieces, locks it into place. I've put in my wall panels insulated with wool. My ceiling is all in from front to back. Again, insulated with wool. This right here, this ugly little thing right here, this is going to be hidden by the bed, so I'm not too concerned about it. I wanted to put wool insulation on that to help with some of the sound. But also, just because I'm going to be putting my aluminum framing here, I don't want it to rattle. This massive mess of tape, I've glued a light, just a battery-powered light up there. That's going to make it so that I've got some quick access to some light just in case I don't want to flip on any of the battery-powered light that connect directly to the vehicle. So also get some RGB, right? It can't be a YouTube video without a little RGB action, right? The amazing thing, let me just show you, is how quiet the van is now. Now, my front windows are actually still completely open, but because of all this insulation, despite the fact that the highway is so loud and the wind is very strong today, it's beautifully quiet in here. And I love that about this new setup. At this stage in the process, I'm now ready to begin building out my framing. I've got it beyond what I've ever gotten to before. I think it's looking, I mean, it looks well enough for my first time. It's not perfect. There's a lot of little things here and there, little gaps here and there, but overall I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I think it's going to be very comfortable. Already it stays nice and cool in here despite warm days, and it stays warm even though it's, you know, windy and cold outside. Yeah, I'm very happy with it, and I'm excited to build out the framing, and that'll be next episode, is putting the framing, building out the bed, the bench, and the workstation, and then really taking it on its first adventure. So I had a fun opportunity to test out my battery bank a few weeks ago. Our AC went out, so I was running my my fan on it all day night, the fan that I plan on keeping in the van to kind of circulate air, and it ran all night long, no issues whatsoever. Didn't even scratch the surface on the power that battery can hold. So I have full confidence that that one battery should last me easily an overnighter to 2 nights, maybe even 3 if I put the solar panel up with it as well. So happy about that. It's good to test your equipment before you actually start to rely on it. I kind of wish I got a little bit more of the build video footage while I was working on it, but it takes a lot to set up the camera and get things going. So what I have is just, you know, basic updates with my phone, and it works. It tells the story. But yeah, let me know what you think of the build so far. Part 3 is going to be basically building out the framing, putting the beds in, and finishing it up. So yeah, excited for that one.